there, this is Tish from Cotton Candy Quilt Shop in lovely scenic Gaston, Indiana, and welcome to Beginner's Cafe. One of the big roots of getting perfect piecing is having perfect 1/4 inch seams, which seems like it ought to be easy, right? Because some of the sewing feet have the little, I like to call it a fence on the right hand side, but sometimes that's not exactly at a 1/4 and you have to adjust your needle position to get it so that it works. Or if you're not using that kind of foot, you need to adjust how you put the fabric into the machine to make sure that you get a good 1/4 inch. A good 1/4 inch isn't just measuring a 1/4 of an inch. That seems so logical, and it is so not. So the reason why this is true is because your seam right here, where you fold it, where you press it, takes up a little bit of space. Even with a good pressing, not ironing, but pressing, and best press, that still takes up just a little bit of space. So to get a good measurement on your blocks, it actually needs to be a scant 1/4. So how do you tell if you have a scant 1/4? Well, it's not as hard as you think. This is 2 pieces of fabric that is 2 inches wide, and I have sewn them together with what I think is a good scant 1/4 inch. So now I've pressed the seam to one side. Oh, I have a little wrinkle there. Press the seam to one side, and now I'm going to measure. So what should happen is this should equal, let me get this turned around correctly, this should measure 3.5 inches from side to side, and it does. Can you see? Let me get this where it goes. Can you see that this measures exactly 3.5 inches side to side? That is because I have a good scant 1/4 of an inch. So before you sew, start out this way, put some strips together, cut them accurately, sew them, and then measure to see what you get. If you get less than 3.5 inches, you need to adjust your needle. If you get more than 3.5 inches, you need to adjust your needle, or adjust how you put it into the machine. If you start out this way, your piecing will be great from the very beginning. So grab some fabric scraps and play around until you can get a good scant 1/4 every time, and your pieces equal what they're supposed to. Then you don't end up with blocks that are too small trying to stretch them into place. It's a good thing. Give it a try.